Hey guys and welcome! As you've seen by the title of today's video and probably clicked on it because of it, we're gonna take a look at the July update, so-called Summer Update by DICE, and see what it contains. Did we get anything new? Did we get anything improved? What's new in Battlefield 1? So let's get to it. First thing on the list. The Xbox One version of the game got updated and now supports 4K resolution. I'm not sure why it was updated 2 years after the release, but I don't really know consoles, so yeah, it's cool they added it. And as for the changes for all of the three platforms, the first section is Match Experience. You can see it on the screen right now, however there is nothing really interesting here. DICE has just fixed issues that were present previously, but it's nothing big and nothing significant to talk about. And talking about things that are far more interesting and important to the gameplay, DICE has tweaked shock operations. Now, I've explained all of those changes in my previous video showcasing the July update in CTE, but the short version of all of the changes is that shock operations are now a lot more balanced. The airship on Lubkov Pass has been limited, it's not available on all sectors. Zibrugarite is easier for the attackers to push, and as for the Priest Deter, DICE has fixed the ability of attackers going into defenders' spawn and stealing their elite kits. Now I know it sounds crazy, but it was actually a thing before the update. It's boring guys, as every single patch note video, but we're getting there. And going to the section titled Weapons, Gadgets and Vehicles, finally the M1903 Experimental has the alternative fire mode, being the bolt action mode we've seen 2 patches ago in CTE if I'm correct. I think it was in the May update but never got to the vanilla game. But as you can see it in the gameplay, it did make it to the vanilla with this update, and you can simply switch with using the fire mode button. Not really sure which button it is on consoles, but I'm quite sure it is V by default on PC. After you do it, you will have access to the M1903 infantry. Second thing on the list, in the subsection of weapons, gadgets and vehicles, DICE has fixed an issue where anti-tank mine would not detonate when tank would drive onto it. This game is such a meme at this point. And the third thing on the list, DICE has adjusted the reload time of the C96 pistol. Boring, no one even plays with it. Let's go to the gameplay section. Gameplay. You can no longer kill your teammates in the normal mode if they are in the mortar or anti-aircraft, or should I say, you can no longer get them to kill themselves if you stand in front of them and start shooting because they receive the splash damage from shooting you. You can no longer do it, it's been fixed. I'm sorry, but it's been nice to troll for about 2 years. Now the second thing on the list is actually great. And I'm not saying this with any irony or sarcasm. The spotting flares shot by your teammates will actually show you their spotting radius on the minimap. This is such a great improvement. How many times did you guys run into a situation where you saw a friendly recon shooting a flare on the objective, but you had no idea what the radius is and where the enemies are spotted? Granted, you could potentially assume the spotting radius of the flare by seeing where the flare is on the ground, but what if you couldn't see the flare on the ground? What if it was stuck on some roof that you didn't have really view on? What then? And now you can properly see everything. +1 for you guys. And the last thing on the gameplay list, not really that important, but if you damage someone for 0.5 HP, the point that you get from it, and I mean the point for the scoreboard, not the damage point to the enemy, will be rounded up to 1, so that it actually displays and adds to your score. Apart from all of those in-game changes that we just talked about, we also got tons of new options for customizing our UI in the game. Now, I don't really want to go through each of those options because there is quite a lot of those and the video would be like 30 minutes long, but I'll show you those that are available in the game now and how much more you can actually customize. So I do recommend that if you are interested in those, you just close this video now, go to Battlefield 1 and tweak all of the settings to your liking. Really, we have so many more options now. You can customize the size of the chat, size of the kill log, like You can literally do anything that you want with this game. And that would be it for this video, guys. If you made it to the end, let me know down in the comments what is your favorite part of the summer update. And as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield.